Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to the Gardens Arena here on a Tuesday afternoon from the Gardens in Warroad. Warriors getting ready to host the Albert Lee Tigers, day number 2, a part of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic here from the Gardens Arena. It's Warriors and Tigers coming up next right here on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com. And we welcome you here to Center Ice. Graham Shear providing play-by-play for you here this afternoon. We see the clock there, about 8 minutes away from getting this thing underway, and the Zamboni out there right now. Exciting game here in the just concluded here from the Gardens. That was Crookston and the North Shore, and going into overtime there, the North Shore was able to come from 2 goals to 1 down, and they beat the Pirates in overtime here on the ice, and North Shore moves to 2-0 on the tournament after beating the Albert Lee Tigers yesterday, 4-1. Final score there last night here from the Gardens Arena. So Albert Lee 0-1, trying to get back with a win here. Their second game as well of the Holiday Classic tournament. Warroad, after their big win yesterday over Crookston, 7-0 here from the Gardens yesterday afternoon to get the tournament started. Crookston now falls to 0-2 on their tournament so far. And Crookston will play Albert Lee coming up tomorrow. Warroad will have the North Shore tomorrow afternoon here from the Gardens Arena. We'll carry that one live for you as well here on KQ92 and your live event. But we'll go ahead and talk about the Warriors, who off to a hot start. They've won 9 in a row here. A record of 12-2, and coached by David Marvin. David Izzy Marvin, we'll talk with, we caught up with him. We'll bring you that interview here shortly as well before game time. And again, a little bit of a late start due to the lateness of the games before here, and the game between the North Shore Storm and the Crookston Pirates went into overtime there. But we'll bring you all the action here. Warriors and Tigers up next here, approximately 3:30, 3:35 or so start time here for puck drop. Again, Warroad number 1 in Class A, and out of the 8A, Greater Minnesota Conference, 12-2 on the year. They're playing lights out right now, and after their little bit of a break there for Christmas break, they got back into the swing of things with a big win over Crookston yesterday, 7-0. And we'll kind of recap a couple of who scored for Warroad yesterday in that one and that win over Crookston. But Warroad comes in winners of 9 in a row and just beat the Pirates by 7-0, and they got their 7th shutout of the season yesterday over Crookston. So Warroad coming in, firing on all cylinders there on offense, and the shot on goal disparity of 51-5 yesterday over Crookston. So Warroad comes in just putting pressure on the defense constantly, and really the defense of the Warriors was able to hold in check all game long. Vivian Marcoca, one of the stars of the game yesterday, who she didn't record a goal, but she did record 1 point with an assist, and her and Reagan Haley, Michaela Lee, Lydia Filling, all 4 of them did an excellent job there on defense. And I didn't even mention Kate Johnson, who scored her 3rd goal this season, also had an assist. So we'll recap all of the game from yesterday for Warroad, and they have the Albert Lee Tigers out of 1A, 7-4 overall record for the Tigers coming in today out of the Big 9 Conference. We'll take one quick break. When we come back, we will take you to our conversation with Coach Marvin. We were able to catch up with him and get his thoughts on the game yesterday and his thoughts moving forward into the tournament again today. Day number 2 of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic coming up next from the Gardens Arena here on KQ92 and your live event.
If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
so many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the
And welcome back to the KQ92 and your live event pregame show here with Coach David Izzy Marvin for the Warroad girls. Coach, the game against Crookston yesterday, 7-0 final score there. What were your thoughts on the opening game of the tournament here?
I thought we played pretty darn good. Had good legs. We had scoring from all three lines, which is always a positive thing. Yeah, and the shots were heavily in our favor. So I thought it was a good first game after the break for us.
5 shots on goal for Crookston yesterday. What did you see on the defensive end that you liked from that back line, being able to just keep the pressure on their defense really the majority of the game?
Yeah, I thought maybe that started with our forecheck. You know, we didn't give them much, and when they were able to get out of their end, then it looked like a dump in or an icing or whatever. But I would attribute a lot of that to, like, we were heavy on the forecheck. We didn't give them much chance.
What do you do to continue that today against Albert Lee, who comes in 7-3 on their season?
Yeah, we want to have a similar game plan. I think we have more depth, and we want to get everybody going and get that forecheck going again and limit their opportunities similar to what we did yesterday.
Sienna Murray's their goaltender, so she'll be and she's strong as a junior year. So what do you do to get some pucks on net against Murray today?
I guess maybe just a little repetitive. Get on the forecheck. We had two real nice screen tip goals yesterday. Taylor Reese changed direction on one that was going out of play or going to miss the net, and Linnea Heron had a nice tip. But on both of them, their goalie couldn't see the puck, and we try to talk about that a lot. Not allow get traffic in front and obscure the goalie's vision on those point shots, and got some point shots through there, which is good, and had some nice tips. We want to see some more of that.
David Marvin here on the pregame show. Taylor Reese up to 99 career points after her 2 goals yesterday. How aggressive is she going to be looking to get out there and maybe cross over that century mark today?
Well, I sure hope it happens for her. I thought the 2 goals were really nice, but I thought the 2 block shots were pretty special too. Not many high school girls I've ever coached or even played against are as good at doing it and willing to do it. I mean, it takes a lot of courage. I don't know if you saw the 2, but not many players will do what she does, which makes our penalty kill so much better. If she's rested, she's starting that penalty kill because of her ability to get in shot lanes and her fearlessness to sacrifice. She's excellent at it. And on the other end, I hope she blows past it today.
Yeah, absolutely. David Marvin joining us here. Coach, good luck today.
All right, thank you, sir.
That's Coach David Marvin here. We were able to catch up with him, catch his thoughts here pregame, and out on the ice now, the Warroad girls. They're all to my left here, and in their home white jerseys. And here on KQ92 in your live event. Yesterday for the Warroad Warriors, again, that win over Crookston, 7-0. Wanted to recap who scored points in that game. Olivia Anthony with 2 assists early in the game, also with a goal. She's up to 26 points on the season here. Carly Kalbrenner scored there in the first period. Jaylee French with 2 assists in the game. She is 3 shy of 150 career points there with her 2 assists yesterday. Now she's at 147 in her Warroad career for the junior there, French. Taylor Reese with 2 goals in the game. Carly Brecky and Sam Earhart with a couple assists. Linnea Heron with a goal. Vivian Marcoca with an assist. Goal by Michaela Lee. Goal by Kate Johnson. It was a fun one yesterday there for the Warroad Warriors. And here in this one, getting you the starting lineups now. Haley Austinson, a sophomore for Albert Lee. Indiana Hansen, a forward there for the Tigers as well. And we'll get you the rest of those starting lineups here shortly. Again, Warroad starting lineups being announced right now. There's Peyton Raleigh. committed to the University of Minnesota for the senior there, Raleigh, who has a 12-2 record and only allowed 11 goals so far. And next to her there on defense is Kate Johnson, starting on defense today. Yesterday it was Lydia Filling and Michaela Lee. Today, Kate Johnson next to her there on defense as well, Reagan Haley. So Reagan Haley, Kate Johnson getting the start there on defense. Lindsay Lawrenson starting on offense with Taylor Reese, as well as, again, Lindsay Lawrenson and Emmy Hardwick. So the second line getting a little bit more action, and the second line are the starters today for the Warriors in Taylor Reese, Lindsay Lawrenson, and Emmy Hardwick. Albert Lee huddled up now against their own goal here, and they're going to be in their road blue jerseys, red letters scripted across the front, and red lettering with some white trim there for the Tigers. For Albert Lee, again, the Tigers head coached by Mike Carlson out of the Big Nine Conference, a record of 7-4 after their loss yesterday to the North Shore. Also on starters for Albert Lee, on defense starting for the Tigers, Peyton Seeger, the sophomore who has 6 points on the year, 2 goals and 4 assists there on defense. Again, we mentioned Haley Austinson, the sophomore, and Indiana Hansen, the 7th grader there for Albert Lee, what I have her as. Also starting today for Albert Lee is Hannah Austinson. Hannah Austinson starting there at forward. The 2 Austinson sisters, as well as Indiana Hansen. And lastly, on defense for Albert Lee with Peyton Seeger is Kira Erickson. So a senior Erickson and a sophomore Seeger getting the start there for Albert Lee on the defensive end. 17 minutes on the clock, first period getting underway here from the Gardens Arena. Warroad 12-2, 9 in a row winners, and they will control the opening faceoff in the back. It's Kate Johnson quickly across the middle, and into the zone is Emmy Hardwick. Hardwick carrying it, shots early, and it's caught there off by the goalie Sienna Murray for Albert Lee. Murray's had an excellent year in her junior campaign here. Johnson has it fired in and caught off the deflection, caught there by Sienna Murray. So nice deflection and stoppage there by Murray, who's able to cover up the second shot on goal. Again, Warroad just absolutely blistering the Pirates yesterday in the shots on goal aspect. 51-5 was the disparity there, plus 46 in that category. Johnson, another shot from the outside by the blue line, and it's knocked off the skate there of Murray. Johnson again. Centers it. Haley. Lawrenson fires in the middle, and the shot's just wide of right there, put down by Taylor Reese. Again, Reese looking for career point number 100. Reese carrying it, passes to Johnson, near side. Johnson in there, centering pass, and it's knocked away. Knocked behind the backstop. Warroad still controls. And just over 1 minute gone here in the first period, 16 minutes remaining. Johnson still has it. Knocked away and back into the neutral zone, and Taylor Reese will carry it behind there. And starter for the Albert Lee Tigers today, Indiana Hansen, a 7th grader with 2 goals and 7 assists, 9 points on the year for the Tigers. Right now carrying it is Warroad, and sliding down in the back. And now an outlet pass here, Kaylee Henderson. Warroad's Carly Kalbrenner the other way, and it's going to be stopped there. Nice cover up there by Sienna Murray. After the line change, Jaylee French back out on the ice for the first time today. Lydia Filling on defense with Michaela Lee. Kalbrenner out there as well as Olivia Anthony and Jaylee French. Second line for each side for the Warroad offense and defense. On the ice for Albert Lee right now is the offensive Marley Goskison. Goskison out there right now. 4 shots on goal already for the Warroad Warriors, who are in the attack position and shooting from the knees. Down there was French. It was just high. Warroad still has it with Filling. In the Tigers zone, pass in the middle, and it just got by. Picked up by Filling, shot, and it's deflected away. Out and running, here come the Tigers. The other way, carrying it there on offense was Morgan Goskison, and there's a stoppage. So 14:55 to go here in the opening period, and the stoppage has it with 14:55 in the opening period. 4 shots on goal already for Warroad. Going to have a face-off coming here from the Warroad zone. Reese, Hardwick, and Filling back out on the ice. Line change for the Warroad offense here. And off the ice is Ava Corrington, who just checked on just briefly there, and she's back off. Earhart off as well. Face off. Marcoka comes away. Fires to the near side. Picked up by Reese. Taylor Reese. Tipped away and back into the Tigers zone and picked up by Albert Lee. Now loose in the middle. Albert Lee into the Warroad zone. 2.5 gone here in the opening period. Albert Lee behind the netting now, skating to the near side. Now skating into the inside now is Austinson. Hannah Austinson, that is. Shot from the far side there is deflected and coming to the near corner. That was fired up there by Haley Austinson. Going to try and not get those confused today. Hannah and Haley Austinson. A sophomore is Haley. Hannah is a senior. Hannah wearing number 9 in blue. Haley Austinson wearing number 7. Both on the ice right now. Here's maybe I thought it was going to be an icing call. Instead, it'll be picked up here by Albert Lee. Back behind their own netting. Pass forward. Caught out of the air. Dropping down in the neutral zone. Warroad fighting for it, and tie-up is won here by the Warriors. Anthony was able to get that one away from Austinson. And dumping it all the way down to the Albert Lee zone is Warroad. Getting that one down, Michaela Lee. Pass fired across the middle, tipped up in the air. Goskiskin got her stick on it, and Warroad able to get there on defense, keep it in the Tiger zone. Near side, controlled by Albert Lee, and skating with it here is Kira Erickson. Erickson into the Warroad zone, onside, and skating behind the net now. Erickson centers a pass, shot, and couldn't get her stick on it quite. It was deflected there. Jaylee French, nice defense there by the Warroad Warriors. Anthony comes off the ice. Back out there is Marcoka and Ellie Hardwick on defense. Hardwick, the 8th grader. Marcoka, the senior. 13 minutes left in the first period. 4 minutes gone. The Warriors return. Poked away. Marcoka coming into the Tiger zone with it. Now tied up on the near side. Coming away is Corrington. Centers a pass. Hardwick kind of lost it to the far side there into the corner. Now centers one. Taken here by Linnea Heron. Caught out of the air by Marcoka out at the blue line. She gets a pass over and a shot, and it's just wide. That one fired over there by Carly Brecky. Marcoka has to retreat back to the Warroad zone to get the puck here. Got fired all the way down. Tigers trying to race there. Warroad getting out on offense now. Pass deflected into the Tigers zone, and Linnea Heron couldn't get her stick there in time. Nice defense by the Tigers. Erickson there. Seeger out there as well on defense. Brooke Hauser on the ice for the first time. That's a shot and a goal. Warroad skating on offense, and the shot put in there by Emmy Hardwick. And Hardwick has her 6th goal of the season there. Emmy Hardwick scores at the 4:56 mark of the first period. 12:04 remaining. 12:04 left in the first period, and at the 4:56 mark, Emmy Hardwick makes it a 1-0 game on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads 1-0. Back into the action here. Face off. Still kind of in the neutral zone here. Warroad has it. Lost it now into the Tigers zone. With assist number 12, Marcoka. Again, you heard it there. Marcoka with an assist. Brecky with the assist there, and Hardwick with the goal. Loose with it in the Warrior zone is the Tigers. Brookhauser poked away. Warroad able to get back. Reagan Haley. Taylor Reese back there as well. Shot from the outside is deflected there by Raleigh and out to the Warriors. Reese lost it. Picked up in the middle. Now she lost it. Turnover. Reagan Haley comes away. Haley skating with it into the Tiger zone on side. Centers one back to the middle. Puck is loose. Picked up by Warroad. French is there. And nice job there by the Tigers. Morgan Goskiskin. Goskiskin centers one now on over to the near side. Picked up there by Hansen. Centers one and Warroad intercepts. Stoppage there. 2 shots on goal here for the Tigers in the opening 7 minutes of play. Warroad with 5. 5 shots on goal for 2. 1-0 lead on your Security State Bank scoreboard for the Warriors. Jaylee French here on the near side has it. French, and back behind the Tiger netting now. Warroad has it over there. Linnea Herron back against the wall. Tied up now. Coming in to help is Olivia Anthony. Linnea Herron. Anthony comes away. Anthony centers one, tipped off the stick and back out to the blue line. Warroad able to get there. French, and now the Tigers have it. Tigers pick up that loose puck there. Skating with it is Goskasin. Goskasin over to the far side now. Austinson couldn't get her shot on it. Stopped there by Lydia Filling, and Filling will come off the ice after a great defensive play. Out on offense is Warroad, and French has it off the pass from Kalbrenner. Tipped away and a turnover. Tigers skating across the middle into the Warrior zone and poked away. Warroad will get one over to the near side. Earhart might have had an opportunity getting back for Albert Lee to stop it was Kira Erickson. Erickson already with an impressive outing there on defense. Loose puck near the crease. Warroad couldn't get a shot on it. They still have it though. Warroad out to the blue line. Marcoca now dumping it down a little bit. Shot over to the far side. That's deflected and all the way back to the Warrior zone. Skating for it is Albert Lee over there. Tigers trying to get to it there with Brooke Hauser. Warroad able to tip it away. Loose puck now in the neutral zone. Tigers are there. Tigers get one on the Warroad side. And here's Goskasin. Goskasin skating with it to the far side. So fire one, a backhand over down behind the netting. That's Austinson down there. Loose puck is picked up by the Warriors. 8:45 to go here in the opening period. And this is Samantha Earhart who will dump it down and come off the ice. Line change for the Warriors. 5 new ones on the ice. Johnson on defense. Lawrenson back out there. Reagan Haley on defense. And the puck will go all the way down to Peyton Raleigh. Warroad controls it. Forward pass was stopped and taken by Austinson. Falling down was Taylor Reese. She got back up. Haley, outlet to Lawrenson. Lawrenson shot deflected. Lawrenson again, and that's stopped. Oh, it deflected off Murray, and Lawrenson picked it right back up. Johnson now fires it off the wall. Coming around is Hardwick, and stealing it there is Albert Lee. Brooklyn Holopeter. Holopeter, the freshman, able to come away there behind the net. Holopeter, nice defense. Warroad with some great defense, and taking it back is Lindsay Lawrenson. Skating in there, Lawrenson deflected. Stopped by Peyton Seeger. Warroad trying to get it back. Tigers out of their zone. Caught out of the air by Haley. She'll get it back in the zone and poked right back out. Poked out there by Seeger. Back into the Warrior zone with 7.5 minutes to go here in the period. Just about 10 minutes gone. French pass was just wide of Olivia Anthony, who nearly had a great opportunity there. Tied up in the near corner now on the right side. Anthony over there with Linnea Herron. Pardon me, that's Kalbrenner. 15 and 16. A little bit hard to see there. Kalbrenner. Pass back out and Filling. Shot deflected. Stopped there, and it's over to the near side now. Kalbrenner shot just wide. Icing call as it goes down all the way down to the Warrior backstop. So face-off coming here with 6:55 to go. And clock still running. Should not be. Now it's stopped at 6:49. So I think they're going to have a face-off here from the Tiger zone after the icing call. 7 shots on goal for the Warriors. Out of the face-off are the Tigers, and skating is Haley Austinson. Austinson fires a shot to the far post, and it's stopped by Peyton Raleigh. Austinson still has it. Stopped there by French. Coming away is Filling. A head pass. Anthony couldn't get there in time. Albert Lee, quick with it on the ice right now. They've been able to keep it away from Warroad whenever they get a chance there on offense. Great game plan so far. They've been able to limit any scoring opportunities. Warroad still leads 1-0 on your Security State Bank scoreboard on their 7 shots on goal. 4 for Albert Lee. And the Tigers 7-4 after their loss yesterday to the North Shore Storm. That was a 4-1 game here from the Gardens Arena. Line change for the Warriors. Back out on the ice, Ava Corrington, Brecky out there with Marcoka, as well as Ellie Hardwick and Linnea Heron. Picking it up is Hardwick. Hardwick passed to Corrington, lost it to the near side. Back out there for the Tigers on defense, on offense is Marley Goskason, the sophomore. Shot from the outside, Marcoka, and it tipped off the post. Loose puck. Hardwick fired one. It was deflected. Back behind the net. In the Tiger zone still with 5.5 minutes to go in the period. Shot in the middle. Wide. Brecky has it. Brecky behind the netting. To the far side now. Drops one off. Centering pass, and it goes right over the stick, bouncing and over the stick of Ava Corrington. Coming out of there is Albert Lee, and clearing it for the Tigers was Hannah Austinson, who comes off the ice. Goskason back out there. And also off the ice now for the Tigers is Marley Goskason. Tigers out on offense. Fire one behind the netting. Behind and up against the backstop here. That's Haley Austinson. Trying to center one. She still has it on the far side. Defended nicely there by Corrington. Hardwick defending. Heron intercepts. Turnover. Warroad out on offense. Line change for the Warriors. Skating with it is Carly Brecky. She's all alone. Trying to get back there. Now Brecky's going to skate and come off the ice. 4.5 minutes to go here in the period. Out there is Taylor Reese again. Kate Johnson on defense. Emmy Hardwick again out there with Lindsay Lawrenson and Reagan Haley. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first period. 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. It's Warroad with a 1-0 lead. There's a shot by Reese. It's a loose puck. It was deflected and stopped, and pushing and shoving there. Hardwick hits the deck. Pushed there by Morgan Goskason. Not sure if I think we did have a penalty. It was called on Morgan Goskason. So Warroad's going to go on the power play. And they're going to have 2 minutes here after the minor penalty there on Morgan Goskason. It'll come with 4:11 to go here in the period. So a minor penalty on Goskason. Warroad on the power play for the first time today. See if they can score here. Warroad has scored on 15 of their power play goals. Here's a loose puck near the crease. Kalbrenner couldn't get her stick on it. It's loose, and Anthony has it on the near side. Marcoka centers over to the near side. Anthony fires a shot, deflected and stopped. Under 4 minutes to go, 1.5 minutes left on the power play. Marcoka has it in the neutral zone. Pass over to the far side there. And picking it up for Warroad is Taylor Reese. Marcoka will fire one from the blue line. Knocked up in the air. Loose puck. Coming away is the Albert Lee Tigers. Hannah Austinson, nice defense. Warroad able to take it back. Marcoka. Anthony now, near side. The blue line here. Marcoka. Back to Anthony. Anthony back to Marcoka. Hits it with her skate. She'll fire a shot. Deflected into the near corner. Anthony skating with it. Anthony carries it. Passes. Kalbrenner to Marcoka. Marcoka dealing over to Anthony again. They're working the near side here. In there in the middle is Taylor Reese fighting for some positioning. Marcoka will try on the outside, and it's knocked down, deflected. Loose puck in the middle, and it's hit away there. Albert Lee, great defense there by Hannah Austinson, who will come off the ice. They were able to clear it down to the Warrior zone. Under 3 minutes to go, 30 seconds on the power play for Warroad. And a offside call on the Warriors as they went into the Tiger zone, and I believe it was Lawrenson who was just over the blue line as it was Hardwick taking it into the zone. So an offside call and a face-off coming here from the far neutral zone here. Lee, 20 seconds left on the power play for Warroad. Lawrenson carrying it and dropping it back to nobody. Picking it up is Filling. Filling over to Lee, at the blue line to the near side. Hardwick, 10 seconds on the power play. Filling fires a shot, deflected. It's loose in the middle, near the crease, and it's covered up there. Able to get there was Sienna Murray, and stopping the power play there. 3 seconds left on that power play. 2:13 here in the period. And 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard with a lead for the Warriors. Warroad leads 1-0. And that's the end of the power play. Good penalty kill there for the Tigers. It's their 34th penalty kill of the year. Good percentage of it, too. 91% penalty kill percentage there on the season. The Tigers handle those excellently, and shorthanded, they were able to stop them. Tigers, Indiana Hansen back out on the ice. Loose puck behind the net here in the Tigers zone. Warroad trying to come away into the neutral zone now. Lee will have to retreat. Lee getting back and carrying the puck over to the far side with a pass to Filling. 1 minute, 30 seconds left here in the period. Intercepted. Turnover in the Warrior zone. Shot is just high. Good looking shot there by the Tigers. It was Hannah Austinson, but just high. Warroad skating away with Michaela Lee. They're still deep in their own zone, trying to clear. Lee over to the far side, and Filling will get it down to Anthony. Anthony Kalbrenner lost it in transition. Anthony picks it up. Anthony carries it into the zone. Anthony behind the net. Anthony centers one, and Kalbrenner missed the shot there. Good opportunity. 1 minute remaining in the period. 14 shots on goal in the period. Warroad, loose puck. Picked up by Anthony. Kalbrenner will try one. Deflected out to the far side. Good save by Sienna Murray. Murray doing a heck of a job in net right now in this first period for the Tigers. Deep in the Tiger zone, Anthony tied up in the near corner, skating along to the far side now and picked up by Albert Lee. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Out to the neutral zone, picked up by Marcoca. Pass forward to French. French poked away. Nice defense again. And getting back is Anthony. 15 seconds left in the period. Shot in the middle. It was deflected out by the stick there of Austinson. Indiana Hansen, great job as well. Shook him off the ice. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will be the end of the period. 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. It was the Warriors with an early goal there. There with at the 4:56 mark of the period. Emmy Hardwick puts the Warriors up 1-0 heading into this intermission here. Second period coming up. We'll recap it all when we come back here. KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
Activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. Warroad Schools.
And back here at the Gardens Arena, home of the Warroad Warriors. And after the first period, intermission here, about 4.5 minutes or so until we'll get players back out on the ice as Zamboni just getting off. So after that first period, first 17 minutes of action and 16 shots on goal for the Warriors. They put one in the back of the net. So it's a 1-0 Warroad after the opening period. And Tigers there with 4 shots on goal in the period. So 4 for the Tigers, and getting there on offense for Albert Lee was Hannah Austinson and Haley Austinson. Both of those players there for the Tigers did an excellent job putting some pressure there on the Warroad defense. Morgan Goskason, an impressive first period there as well. Some highlights on defense for her, or the junior, and Indiana Hansen, a starter at the left wing for Albert Lee today, the 7th grader. The good showing there in the first period as well. Warroad did have a power play. They were unsuccessful, so a good penalty kill for Albert Lee, their 34th of the season, and they get a penalty kill 91% of the time on the season. They've only allowed 3 goals on the power play so far this year. Warroad was not able to knock on that doorstep. We'll see if they get on the power play the rest of the game here. Goal scored by Warroad's Emmy Hardwick there in the first period. That was at the 4:56 mark with 12:04 to go, and assisted there by Taylor Reese, as well. Assisted there by Carly Brecky, as well as Vivian Marcoca. So assist there for Brecky and Marcoca, and the goal by Emmy Hardwick. And that was the only action we saw. Close but no cigar several times. They're down by the netting, and Warroad was able to get it near the goal. But the Tigers played some great defense. Kira Erickson, the senior, leads the team in assists on the season. She had an excellent outing there in that first period, and she was able to take it away from Warroad and several times there. Peyton Seeger, good defensive battle there for the Tigers, but time of possession in favor of Warroad. They were able to keep that down in the Tiger zone most of the time, but the Tigers were able to keep it out of the net. So Albert Lee playing some good defense. They're 3-3 on away ice this season, 7-4 coming into today after their loss yesterday to the North Shore. Albert Lee's lost 4 of their last 6 games after they started the year 5-0. So the Tigers are reeling right now, but trying to get back in the winner's circle and trying to put together a streak of their own here. They lost as they've lost 2 in a row here, trying to not make it 3. 4 out of 6 here for the Tigers. Trying to get back to their old ways from earlier in the season for the Tigers, who did win 5 in a row to begin the year. Warroad's winners of 9 in a row, trying to make it a double-digit win streak here today. And day number 2 of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic continues next. Second period, up next, 17 fresh minutes. Players coming out onto the ice here in just a minute. We'll take a quick break. Second period, up next on KQ92 and your live event.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school.
Back here at the Gardens Arena, set for second period getting underway. An update from the Eden Prairie tournament. Roseau Rams falling to Gentry Academy here this afternoon. That one just went final down in Eden Prairie, and a 5-2 final there as the Rams fall to Gentry Academy down there in the tournament. And Warroad now out on the ice in the second period underway and down into the Tiger zone. Carrying it for Warroad is Emmy Hardwick. Haley on defense. Taylor Reese out there with Lawrenson, also Kate Johnson. Same 5 on the floor as well. Oh, on the ice, pardon me, for Albert Lee. Lawrenson skating in the middle, poked away and taken. Hannah Austinson, Haley Austinson, Indiana Hansen, Erickson and Seeger on defense. Into the Warroad zone, line change. Just a quick one. Warroad gets Kalbrenner back out on the ice. Lawrenson poked away into the Tiger zone and covered up there down by Sienna Murray. Stopping it with 16:07, just 53 seconds into the second period here. Johnson and Haley off the ice. Reese will come off as well. Michaela Lee. Lydia Filling back out there with French, Kalbrenner, and Anthony. So the 5 starters from yesterday out on the ice. And the second line today for Warroad. Out there right now, Kalbrenner. Over to Lee. Lee on the near side. She'll fire a shot in. Stopped. Caught up there by Albert Lee's Brooklyn Holopeter. Holopeter, nice job. Minute gone here in the second period. Loose puck across the neutral zone into the Warroad zone. And kicking it was Lee and kicking it down into the Tiger zone. Losing it is Holopeter. Picking it up is Albert Lee's Peyton Seeger. Loose puck Now cleared away. Cleared by the Tigers. Warroad retreating. Line change for Albert Lee. Also coming off is Olivia Anthony. Back out there for Albert Lee is Peyton Seeger. On defense, Indiana Hansen. Out on offense, Shaylee French. Lost it to the far side. French poking it all the way back and down in the Warroad zone. Marcoca will poke it back into the neutral zone. And here's Albert Lee controlling, slapping the stick on the ground. There is Morgan Goskiskin still slapping it and hitting it forward to Austinson, who loses it. Warroad's Marcoca there. Earhart. Brecky comes away. Brecky handling, carrying it down, but kept in the neutral zone by Marcoca. Brecky lost it. Marcoca picks it there, out at the blue line. Inside pass, poked away. Anthony here. Earhart on at the forward spot with Corrington. Brecky. Hardwick on the ice. Hardwick in the middle. Hardwick shot stopped by the stick there of Indiana Hansen. Nice defense by the Tigers. Kept in the neutral zone by Marcoca. Excellent job there on the far side. Up against the wall there. And over to the wall is Carly Brecky. Brecky. And a hit up in the air by Austinson. And down inside into the Warroad zone, Goskisson. It'll go all the way down to Peyton Raleigh, who covers it up, stops the clock. 14:04 remaining here in the second period. Just about 3 minutes gone. Line change for both sides. Albert Lee, Tola Peter back out on the ice. Austinson remains out there. Kira Erickson on defense as well. And off the face-off, it's covered up by Raleigh to stop it again. 3 seconds tick off. 14:01. Second period, 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads after the goal in the first period by Emmy Hardwick. Hardwick wins the face-off. Now it's tied up in the near corner. Hardwick has it in the Warroad zone. Cross ice pass over to Lawrenson, and taking it into the Tigers zone is Lawrenson, losing it. Turnover. And now tied up on the far side. One Tigers on the ice. That's Austinson. Haley Austinson, that is. Haley for Warroad has Reagan Haley fires a shot in, and it caroms into the back of the net. Reagan Haley underneath the legs of Sienna Murray, and the second goal of the game, and that has Reagan Haley's name written all over it. The 3:26 mark of the second period here, 13:34 to go here in the second, and scoring there for Warroad, Reagan Haley. She makes it a 2-0 game on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And still 13:30 to go here in the second period, and the faceoff won by Albert Lee. And Reagan Haley there with the goal. Well, they say Taylor Reese. It must have been tipped there at the net. I didn't see it. It was tipped by Taylor Reese, and that is her 100th career point. So congratulations to Taylor Reese after the goal there with 13:34 to go here in the second period. Haley credited with the assist there. It was deflected off Reese's stick. So nice job on there on the deflection. And you heard Coach Marvin talk about it in the pregame show. And getting those sticks in there on shots from the outside. Haley able to do it this time. And Filling trying to fire it now. Deflected, loose puck. In there is Warroad's Jaylee French. Now it's back behind the Tiger net. Warroad trying to come away. Tiger is able to clear it, and outside of the Tiger zone, Warroad will have to retreat with Michaela Lee. 12.5 minutes remaining in the period. Again, the assist there from Reagan Haley. Taylor Reese with the goal, her 10th of the season and her 100th career point. Stoppage with 12:24 after that icing call. So 2-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and Warroad leads. After that goal there by Taylor Reese. Her 100th career point as a senior here for Warroad. And her 18th point of the season. Scored 2 goals yesterday, did Reese. She came into the tournament with 7. She's up to 10 now on the year. Another icing call for a face-off coming here from the Warriors zone after the icing there by Warroad. Corrington will draw here with Goskisson. And it's won by the Warriors. In their zone, Brecky Brecky poking it down into the Tiger zone. There for Albert Lee is Peyton Seeger. Seeger carries it over to Goskeson. Into the zone, fires a shot. Raleigh able to knock it down. Albert Lee shot there by Anna Shaw. The senior put one on net. 21-7 in favor of the Warroad Warriors on the shots on goal. Tripped up there toward the net is Brecky. Coming away is Albert Lee. Tigers able to get out and run. Kaylee Henderson got her stick on it there. Hanson comes off the ice. Also off the ice is Peyton Seeger. Line change here. Austinson back out there as well as Callie Noble, the senior on defense for the Tigers, out there with Holpeter. Another quick line change. Loose puck. Shot on goal and stopped by Raleigh. Albert Lee's Brooke Hauser put that one on net. That's her 8th shot on goal, and it was able to be covered up there. Peyton Raleigh, another great save. Marcoka off the ice and Hardwick as well. Haley back out there. Emmy Hardwick, Lindsay Lawrenson, Kate Johnson, Taylor Reese. For the Tigers, Maggie Olson on the ice for the second time today. The junior who has 1 point on the year, 1 goal. She's out there, number 5 in blue. Skating forward for Warroad is Taylor Reese. Fires a pass up to Lawrenson. Back to Reese, and it's taken away. Poked away there by the Tigers as Erickson got a stick on it. Shot in the middle, and it's just wide. Lawrenson put it just wide and near side here. And now it's going to carry him all the way back to the neutral zone to Reagan Haley. Under 11 minutes to go in the period. 2-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Pass in the middle. Hardwick poked away. Hardwick gets it back. Got it back to Haley. Hardwick had an opportunity. Warroad still on offense. Pass to the middle. Taylor Reese puts it, and it's deflected. Stopped there by Murray. Sienna Murray. Haley able to keep it into the zone. Pass. Shot is deflected by Haley. Gets all the way down to the crease and covered up by Murray. 24 shots on goal now. Line change for both sides. 10:29 to go here in the period. 2-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard here on KQ92 in your live event. 10:29 to go. Line change has Kalbrenner to draw. French out there as well with Lee filling and Anthony. Warroad controls in the neutral zone here and back into their own zone. Now a near side pass. Anthony forward. Anthony into the zone. Anthony fires one off the leg of Murray to the near corner. French now behind. French centers one. Filling out at the line. Filling will fire one in. Deflected behind the net. Stop there on defense by Seeger. Peyton Seeger, great job on defense. Austinson skating forward for the Tigers. Albert Lee trying to get their first goal of the game, which would be their second of the tournament, won yesterday versus the North Shore. Pass deflected in the shot and over down behind the Warroad net now and picked up by the Warriors. Filling behind the net now. Lee skating over toward the wall, picked up by the Tigers. Skating in the middle. Hanson couldn't get a stick on it there on the shot. Shot across the middle, and it just skates right through the crease into the near side. Now Warroad out on offense. French is loose. French puts in a shot. She gets it back. Kalbrenner puts it in. Assist from Jaylee French. Score for Carly Kalbrenner. Warroad goes up 3-0. 9:22 to go here in the period. Kalbrenner with her 10th goal of the season. 9:22 in the second. French credited with the assist. Heard it there. And the assist for Olivia Anthony with the hockey assist there in French. The assist there to Carly Kalbrenner, who has her 10th goal of the season. Kalbrenner scored yesterday as well in the first period. She scores in the second period today. Under 9 minutes to go in the period. Pass in the middle. There's a goal. Albert Lee scores one on Warroad. And there to put it in the back of the net, Morgan Goskeson. Goskeson puts in her 15th goal of the season, leading the team. And she makes it a 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard here with 8:46 to go in the second. And Albert Lee is on the board. Albert Lee's on the board on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 3-1 now. Warriors still on top. Brookhauser with the assist there. So Brookhauser with her third assist of the season on that goal, and Goskeson putting it in. That's just Peyton Raleigh's 12th goal given up this season in net for Warroad. Just the 12th given up. Lawrenson fires a shot, deflected to the far side, picked up there by Corrington. And Taylor Reese out there as well. In the middle, loose puck. Reese trying to get there. Reese able to poke it back. Keeping it in the Tiger zone, picked up by Lawrenson. Lawrenson will fire a shot, deflected behind the net. Tipped out of the air by Murray. Down, still behind the net, tied up here. Now it's a loose puck, and it's covered up in the crease by Sienna Murray. That'll stop the clock. 7:54 to go here in the second. That goal by Albert Lee happened so quick, I didn't even have a chance to see it. Now the Tigers went all the way down. Man, a great pass there from Brookhauser. And Goskeson puts it in. Warroad gives up a goal. And just their 13th goal allowed so far this year. Still down in the Warrior zone here. Warroad coming away. Anthony out. Skating forward is French. French get there. Centers one to Anthony. Poked away. Picked up by Albert Lee. Erickson controlling. Carrying over to Goskeson. Goskeson with her 15th of the year. Filling. Pass in the middle. Backhanded shot there by French is loose. And it's deflected back. Picked up by Goskeson. Falling down is Anthony. She lost her stick. She's back up on the ice now. Anthony will come off. No, she'll stay on. Thought she was coming over to the bench. She'll stay out there. Under 7 minutes to go in the period. 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads by 2, and they're 28 shots on goal to Albert Lee's 10. There's a shot from way outside near the blue line. Goskeson put another one up, and it goes way high. Near side, Goskeson picks it up. Goskeson skating toward the middle, centering pass, and it gets by Hansen. Caroms all the way across the neutral zone, back to the Tiger zone, and picked up there by Austinson. Austinson tipped by Erickson. Erickson will come off the ice. Back out on the ice for Albert Lee is Callie Noble. Noble's out on defense with Hullapeter. Michaela Lee and French out there with Corrington. Skating forward is Kaylee Brecky. Farley Brecky, forward, Brecky. Over to the near side now. Linnea Heron, toward the net. She'll skate around. She'll center one back out. Marcoka, near side with Hardwick will fire in, deflected to the far side. End of the corner with under 6 minutes to go in the period. Covered up. One Tiger on the ice. Kind of covering up the puck there. Now falling back down on the ice. I believe that's Austinson, who's out and running now with Hansen. 5.5 to go. Hansen gets one down behind the net to the Warrior backstop. Austinson centering pass. Warroad's Ellie Hardwick there to intercept. Turnover. Warroad out. Pass forward. Race for the puck. And getting there first is Seeger, but they're going to call icing. Warroad clearing all the way down. Icing call for the Warriors and a face-off coming from the Warrior zone. Reagan Haley back out on the ice for Warroad with Kate Johnson, Emmy Hardwick, Lindsay Lawrenson, Carly Kalbrenner. That's not Kalbrenner, that's Taylor Reese, who's out there. Draw with Emmy Hardwick, and it's won by Goskeson. Now it's tied up, and Goskeson comes away. And now the puck is loose across the neutral zone, and it's picked up, stolen by Warroad, and they lost it. Losing it was Reese into the Tiger zone. Tigers get it to the center, over to the far side. Now Hauser and a shot from Austinson. Rebounded and couldn't get it. Hauser was right there. Goskeson picks up the loose puck. Under 5 minutes to go in the period. 3-1 score. 11 shots on goal now. There's a shot by Goskeson on the backhand. And it was deflected. Behind the net now. Kate Johnson will come away. Johnson will fire one all the way down. And that's going to be an icing call. With 4:40 to go in the second period. And a 3-1 score. Warroad leads on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Here in the second period. 12 shots on goal in the period for Warroad. Already 7 in the period for Albert Lee, who put one in on the goal and assist there. Goskeson put it in. Hauser with the assist. There just a few minutes ago with 8:46 to go in the period. And that was just about halfway through the 17-minute second period here. Now we're under 4.5 to go. Back behind the Warroad net, filling, carrying. Anthony, forward pass, poked away. French is out. French! Wide left and into the corner. French had a great opportunity there. It'll carry him all the way down to the Warrior zone. Will get to the backstop. Skating for Austinson there. Austinson, centering pass. It's loose, and Warroad able to tip it away. Loose puck. Albert Lee almost had their second of the game. Here's Jaylee French. Ahead for Warroad. French. Then there's one back. And Michaela Lee put one. It was deflected by Murray. Loose in the crease and covered up. Murray diving all out. And getting her gloves on that one to cover it up with under 4 minutes to go in the second. An entertaining second period here from the Gardens Arena as Warroad had the first goal to go up 3-0. Taylor Reese put one in for her 100th career point, and Albert Lee getting their first goal of the game, getting on the board with a goal by Morgan Goskeson at the 8:14 mark of the second. Just over 3.5 to go. Here's a shot, rebounded by Lawrenson, covered up by Murray. Sienna Murray with her 32nd save of the game. 31 shots on goal now for Warroad. 12 for the Tigers. Face off here in the Tiger zone. Face off, the draw won by Warroad. Marcoka out at the line. Going down to Anthony. Back to Marcoka. Hardwick on the near side. Wrestling for it. Marcoka coming away. There for Albert Lee was Anna Shaw, able to get there with Marcoka. Tigers putting together a great performance here so far. Tigers trying to get their second goal of the game. Warroad still leading by 2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Hardwick will fire one and down around the backstop and over to the far side. Tied up in the corner is Reese there, knocking the stick away. Coming away is Lawrenson. Lawrenson passed to Reese and got back right past her. Into the far corner again. Lawrenson behind the net. Pass back. Marcoka tipped away. All the way back into the Warrior zone. Nice defense. Anna Shaw clearing it out of the Tiger zone and now down behind the Warrior net. Pass to Corrington. Al Hardwick picks it up. And Hardwick still has it. Hardwick will put up a shot, and it's stopped there by Albert Lee's Callie Noble. Noble just knocking it with her knee, it looked like there, on the shot by Hardwick. Tigers into the neutral zone. Reagan Haley controls for Warroad. To the far side, back to Haley. Haley centers one up. Brecky skating for Warroad up the near side. Brecky centering, shot, and it's just wide and over to the far wall. Picked up by Kate Johnson. Johnson behind. She'll center one in the middle. It's loose in the crease. Shot by Earhart, and it's deflected into the near corner. 33 shots on goal for the Warriors. Here comes another from Haley, and it's covered up. Sienna Murray, another save for the junior Murray, who's now up over 200 saves on the season. 33 shots on goal for Warroad. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the period. 150. 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads. Reagan Haley controlling. Now a tie up against the wall. Kalbrenner's down there. French is there as well. A couple Tigers. Erickson is down there. Coming away is Kalbrenner. Got held from behind. Kalbrenner pucks out and Tigers take it. Tigers have it with Haley Austinson. Down to the Warrior backstop. Haley to Johnson. Kalbrenner. They'll move it forward here, straight forward with French. French has Anthony. French pass to Anthony and poked away. Nice defense there by Erickson. Loose puck, Anthony. Anthony across the middle. Lost it from behind. Austinson. Anthony takes it right back. Down to Kalbrenner. Into the corner. Pass to Anthony. Anthony's loose with it. Anthony just wide of the post, and it carries him to the corner.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Under a minute to go here in this second period on 34 shots on goal now for the Warriors, 12 for the Tigers. 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Nearly the end of the second period here, as we're just past 4:30 local time here in northern Minnesota, as Murray covers one up, stopping the clock with 41 seconds to go. No penalties here in the second period, so neither team has been on the power play. Albert Lee hasn't been on the power play yet this game. Warroad's been extra careful on defense, and they've been able to neutralize the Tigers pretty well. One goal for Albert Lee so far was put in by Morgan Goskeson, her 15th of the year. Taylor Reese tied up in the Tiger zone, and Lawrenson comes back across the center ice. 22 seconds remaining here in the second period. Backhanded flip shots up in the air and caught by Murray, and that'll stop it with 19 seconds here in the period. Line change for Albert Lee. Austinson back on, both Austinsons back out on the ice. Erickson back out as well for this final 19 seconds before the end of the second period. We're in the Tiger zone. Face-off is won. Warroad has it with Lawrenson. Lawrenson to the far wall. There is Hardwick. Hardwick lost it out of the zone. Warroad will have to retreat. 6 seconds left. Michaela Lee skating with it. Lee into the zone on side. 2 seconds, 1 second, and they won't get a shot off. That's the end of the second period. And a 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. An entertaining second period here from the Gardens Arena. We'll recap it all when we come back. A 3-1 score. Warroad on top by 2 here on your Security State Bank scoreboard on KQ92 and your live event.
From anywhere, KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit
Back here at the Gardens Arena, and the Warriors leading by a score of 3-2 at the end of the second period there, and you see it there on your Security State Bank scoreboard, 3-1 in favor of the Warriors. An entertaining second period there where the Tigers were able to put 8 shots on goal in the period and up to 12 for the game. They put one in the back of the net on a goal there by Morgan Goskason, and Goskason got the Albert Lee Tigers on the board with a goal there at the 8:14 mark of the second period, just about halfway through. 8:46 left on the clock there in the second, and Albert Lee on the board there with the goal by Goskason, the assist from Brooke Hauser, the junior there for the Tigers, and that was their first goal. They did put up one goal yesterday against North Shore, and today they were able to get one goal right now on the Warriors through 2 periods. So Albert Lee off to a good start there. And the Tigers within 2 on Warroad now, who at one point did lead 3-0. But the Warrior offense been a little bit stalled there offensively so far after putting in 7 goals on the Pirates of Crookston yesterday. Warroad just 3 goals through 2 periods. We'll see. And with 34 shots on goal, just an excellent job by their netminder, Sienna Murray. In net today, the junior for Albert Lee, who has all those saves today, 31 of them on the day here for Sienna Murray. And some more shots that were just wide of net there by Warroad. So their shots on goal up to 34. The disparity there is a 22 in favor of the Warriors. Just 12 for the Tigers. Warroad did put 18 shots on goal there in the period. So they're up to 34 for the game. One goal scored in that second period, and it was put in there by Carly Kalbrenner. Or pardon me, 2 goals in the period. 2 goals scored by first by Taylor Reese, who scored at the 3:26 mark of the period with 13:34 to go. Taylor Reese scored her 100th career point, her 10th goal of the season. Now 100 career for her career at Warroad as she got the Warriors up 2-0. Assist from Reagan Haley on the make and by Carly Brecky as well. And the second goal of the period was put in by Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner put in her 10th goal of the year and her 23rd point there with 9:22 to go in the second period there at the 7:38 mark of the second. Kalbrenner put it in to go up 3-0 for Warroad. Assist from Marcoca. One on the day there. Olivia Anthony with an assist and Jaylee French with an assist in the game for the Warriors. Warroad, winners of 9 in a row, trying to get their way to 13-2 on the year. About 4.5 minutes until we'll get players back out on the ice in this final 17 minutes of play underway from the Gardens Arena. That coming up next here on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity.
And back here at Gardens Arena, third period just getting underway in the face-off. One there in the middle, Warroad bringing it into their own zone. Again, Albert Lee will shoot to the goal on my left. Warroad shooting to the goal over on my right now, and they have it down in the Tiger zone to the Warriors. Taylor Reese poked away by Albert Lee. Tigers the other way with the Austinson. Austinson out. Hansen there as well. Warroad getting it back. Emmy Hardwick across into the zone. Shooting it back. Lawrenson just high and wide and into the near corner. Lawrenson with the shot there, but and then coming off the ice is Emmy Hardwick. Lee has it. Taken by Reese. Poked up in the air. Taken by Albert Lee. Austinson. Again, Hannah Austinson, Haley Austinson, number 7 and 9 out there in the blue jerseys for Albert Lee. And Hansen off the ice with Austinson. Hannah Austinson still out there. Puck's behind the Tiger net. Picked up by Albert Lee. And back there to pick it up is Erickson. They clear it. Warroad's Michaela Lee picks it up. Lee back out there with Filling. Also on offense, Anthony, French, and Kalbrenner. The second line out there now for Warroad. Warriors have it down inside the Tiger zone. Poked away and goes all the way back into the Warrior zone, into the backstop here. And that's going to be taken by Filling here. Filling forward, Hauser, Albert Lee. Goskeson, who has the lone goal for Albert Lee. Picking it up, Albert Lee. Goskeson poked right off the netting, it seemed like, into the near side. Up against the wall and down into the Tiger zone, and covering it up is Sienna Murray. Trying to get there was Olivia Anthony, and she just did not get there in time. Sienna Murray came out of the net and able to cover that one up before Anthony got there. It was almost a loose breakaway there, and Anthony comes off the ice. Hardwick back out there. Again, just one power play on the day for either side. It was Warroad who had the power play on a penalty there by Goskeson, who has the goal. And Warroad was unsuccessful on the power play. Off the face-off, Karams all the way down to the Warriors zone, and as it's skating across the ice and picking it up here is Marcoka. Marcoka to Brecky. Corrington out there again with Linnea Heron and Ellie Hardwick. Coming away is Olivia Anthony. Forward pass Corrington. Corrington into the zone. 2 Tigers there to take it away. It'll get back to Corrington in the far corner. Pass to Linnea Heron behind the net. Heron. Corrington comes in. Corrington slammed up against the wall there by Erickson. Also there on defense, Peyton Seeger. Brecky has it in the near corner. Linnea Heron there as well. Heron. And poking it away is Albert Lee. The Tigers back to Ellie Hardwick at the blue line. Fires one back off the wall to the near corner. It'll slide along the wall, and picking it up is Albert Lee. Tigers have it with Seeger. Back into the Warriors zone, Marcoka. Just about 3 minutes gone here in this third period. Warroad into the zone, shot put there by Brecky, and it's deflected to the far corner there. Brecky just trucks Seeger down to the ice. Seeger falls down and got right back up. And Brecky's going to come over and come off the ice. One line change here. Back onto the ice for Warroad, Taylor Reese. Lawrenson chasing down the puck. It's taken by the Tigers, and they'll just dump it off for an icing call all the way down. Make a line change here. Austinson back off the ice. Shaw back out there with Brooke Hauser as well as Morgan Goskason. And on defense, Noble back out there on defense with Erickson. Face-off won by Warroad. Filling, and that's Reagan Haley on the far side. Taylor Reese now behind the net. Johnson out. Reese falls down. Johnson out at the line. Tigers take it with Goskason. Far side taken now by Haley off the turnover. 13.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Just under with a 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads by 2. Three goals to 1. 2 goals there in that second period for Warroad, one by Albert Lee. 36 shots on goal for the Warriors. Nearly another one for Albert Lee as skating into the middle there was Goskason, and she couldn't get a stick on it. Coming out, Taylor Reese all alone. Reese will sidestep and stopped by Sienna Murray. Great stop there by the netminder Murray with her 37th save. Filling out at the blue line, shot deflected into the corner, deflected by Goskason. And coming away is the Tigers. Now Warroad's going to come in and poke it back. Kayla Lee. Lee over there in the corner. Lee wrestling for it and coming away. Kayla Lee carrying the puck behind the net into the near side. Lee will get one back out to Filling, out at the blue line. Filling pass gets behind the net. Falling down is one Tiger and getting back up. Corrington on the ice again for Warroad. Warroad has an empty net right now. Corrington came on for Peyton Raleigh, who just came off the ice. Empty net for Warroad. 3-1 score. 6 on offense right now for the Warriors. French behind the net. Back to Anthony. Filling will fire from the outside. Stopped by Goskason. Deflected and stopped down there at the net. Peyton Raleigh will come back in onto the ice. So, interesting call there by Coach Marvin, who brings Raleigh off the ice for about 30 seconds or so, puts Corrington out there and puts an extra skater out on offense in the Tigers zone and just kind of filled things up a bit. And now a power play, a tripping, and Albert Lee's Callie Noble will go into the penalty box. So Warroad, and they actually call a hooking there on Callie Noble. So a power play now for the Warriors, who have 1 minute 45 seconds remaining in their Tiger zone. Anthony in the middle, lost it. Taken, Kalbrenner near side. Got to Marcoka at the line. Marcoka to the near side. The pass is tipped away. Anthony picks up and into the net. Anthony off the deflection. It goes off the skate of Hannah Austinson, picked right back up by Olivia Anthony, and she puts it into the back of the net. Olivia Anthony with her 12th goal of the year, and it's 4-1 Warriors at the 5:43 mark of the third period, and 11:17 left in the game, and it's 4-1. Successful power play there for the Warriors. And they go up 4-1. 38 shots on goal now for Warroad. Still 12 for the Tigers. Here in the third period. Olivia Anthony with the goal. Assist there from Vivian Marcoka. Assist for Marcoka is her second of the day. So 2 assists now for Marcoka down into the Warrior zone. Taken back off the turnover. Warroad the other way. Warroad comes with Brecky. Corrington stopped over there on the far side. Earhart as well, and taken back now by the Tigers. Tigers with Anna Shaw. Fires off the far wall, and Shaw will come off. Hauser off as well. Indiana Hansen back out on the ice for the Tigers. Behind the Warrior net. As the puck, Tigers keep it in the zone. Firing over to the far side. Picked up by Goskason in the corner. To the near side now. Hustling for it and coming away is Corrington. Warroad keeping the puck. Corrington fires one up forward. And into the zone is Brecky. Brecky has a shot at it and deflected out. To the near side, Hardwick picks up the loose puck. 39 shots on goal. One Tiger pushed down, and they're going to call it. So A pushing call there on Warroad, and it'll be the first power play of the day for Albert Lee. It was on Carly Brecky, who just pushes down Albert Lee's defender there in Seeger, and it will be a power play here for Warroad. Again, it's Carly Brecky with the penalty, just a minor penalty here, and in the third period, Albert Lee already down 4-1 on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and they will have a power play opportunity here to get back within 2 goals. Tipped by Taylor Reese and across the center and back into the Tigers zone. Great defense there by Reese. Albert Lee has it still on offense. They'll get it back. Goskeson back over to Seeger. They're on the far side with Austinson now. Fire behind the net to Goskeson. Also, both Austinsons back out there with Erickson and Seeger. Tied up in the far corner, and coming away is Lydia Filling. Filling fires one to the far wall. Coming away is Albert Lee. Haley Austinson toward the net. Loose puck is poked away. There's a shot out by the blue line, and Erickson deflected there by Reese. Erickson lost it to the far side. Reese is going to get there, deflecting the pass. It'll go back behind the Warrior net, and clearing there is Michaela Lee. It'll go all the way down to Sienna Murray, who will poke one out to Erickson. Line change for the Warriors. Kalbrenner back out with Marcoka and Reagan Haley. 2 of their best defenders out there now for Warroad. 2 seniors out there for the Warriors on defense. Kalbrenner out there with Jaylee French. 35 seconds remaining on the power play for Albert Lee, and skating with it is Morgan Goskeson. Centering pass tipped by French to the far wall. Loose, still in the Warrior zone. Tipped away, taken by the Tigers. Centering pass, Goskeson try, and the stick is deflected there off of Reagan Haley. Great defense by Reagan Haley. And centering it off all the way down now to the Tiger zone. Loose puck, Kalbrenner trying to get there. Just 8 seconds on the power play, and looking like it'll be a penalty kill here for the Warriors. 3 seconds, 2 seconds on the power play, under 8 minutes in the game, and a penalty kill for the Warriors. Warroad back at full strength, coming off the ice quickly is Carly Brecky. Back out there is Sam Earhart. Earhart picks it up here on the near side and getting a pass forward to French. French skating back toward the middle. French will try one off the post, rebounded. Earhart down there, back up, and French behind the net. French with a great try, and it just goes off the near post and drops down. A shot from Corrington goes to the far wall. 39 shots on goal for the Warriors. After 51 yesterday, Warriors have it with Filling. Filling will try one, and it's caught out of the air by Murray. 40 shots on goal now for Warroad. 13 for the Tigers, and Warroad leading 4-1. Face-off coming after that stoppage by Murray. 7:18 to go here in this third period. And a 4-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Face-off, Corrington faces off there with Goskeson, and Warroad comes away with Filling. Filling, tied up in the near wall, there with Anna Shaw. Earhart, down into the corner. Earhart has it by herself. Earhart gets it back to Linnea Heron. Linnea Heron. Heron back over to Earhart, now back behind the net, and Seeger getting it away. Earhart clears back out to the line, still in the zone. Shot from the line by Michaela Lee, covered up by Sienna Murray. 41 shots on goal for Warroad. 39 saves for Sienna Murray. They're in net for the Tigers today. And we're in danger of falling to 7-5 on their season after, if a loss today, they fall to 0-2 here in the Hockey Town Holiday Classic Tournament. After their loss yesterday, it was a 4-1 loss to the North Shore. See if it ends up being a 4-1 score here by the end of this one. Still 6.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Warroad has it in the Tiger zone. Warroad has it with Reagan Haley over on the far side. Back behind the net now. Reese, Lawrenson, out to Haley. Haley will try a shot, and it's just wide to the near side and into the corner. Caroms its way to Johnson. Johnson will fire one into the back of the net. From the blue line, Kate Johnson put it in. A deep shot and a score by Kate Johnson. Her fourth goal of the season. She scored yesterday. She scores again. And she scores at the 10:46 mark here of this third period with 6:14 to go. Kate Johnson with her fourth goal of the year and puts the Warriors up 5-1. Kate Johnson, how about that one by the senior Johnson? And the assist there by Taylor Reese. So 2 points on the day now for Taylor Reese, and the goal by Johnson makes it a 5-1 score in your Security State Bank scoreboard with under 6 minutes to go in the game. 42 shots on goal now for Warroad. And just 8 in the period so far. French, forward pass to Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner and Anthony working out there with Hardwick, Marcoka on defense. French in the corner, drops it off. No, French will keep it. French will keep it and skate into the middle. Backward pass over to Hardwick. Hardwick will fire one off the net and behind the net. Off the side. Picking it up there, Anthony tied up behind. Back there for Albert Lee is Erickson, it looks like. Also there is Noble. Austinson out. He'll go out to Marcoka out at the blue line. Anthony dumping it down behind the net now to Kalbrenner. Anthony over to Marcoka. Marcoka will try one, and it's off of French's leg and out to the far wall. French tried to just tip that in off her body as she was standing right in front of Sienna Murray. Loose puck in the middle, and clearing it is Albert Lee. Great job there by the Tigers. Still trying their full effort in this one. Austinson skating forward. Austinson's tries off the post. Great looking shot there by Austinson, who was just maybe an inch away. Peyton Rowley covered it up nicely. It's loose to tie up in the corner here, and coming away is Austinson. Austinson skating back toward the net. Tripped up, stopped by Hardwick, and taking it is Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner taken back by Goskason, who got her stick on it. Goskason tries one, tipped up in the air, and it goes in the net. Goskason has her second. Peyton Raleigh tipped that one up into the air, and she thought that it went maybe behind the net. She couldn't see it just at that moment, and it went right over the top of her back, and it drops into the back of the net. And Morgan Goskason with the goal here in the third period at the 12:58 mark of the period with a 4:02 remaining here in the third. Goskason has her second goal, and Albert Lee has 2 on the board. 5-2 Warriors here in the third on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Going ahead there is Corrington, knocked down maybe by a skate ahead. Opportunity for Linnea Heron. Shot is just wide. Deflected and stopped by Murray. And with 3:35 to go, we have a stoppage here for the Warriors. The faceoff coming, line change as well. They went for the empty net for just a moment with Peyton Raleigh out off the ice. Tried to get 6 out there for maybe just a split second. And after a minor penalty here on Albert Lee, Warroad going to be on the power play for the third time today. Albert Lee gave up a power play goal earlier in the period. That was just their fourth power play goal allowed on the season. Warroad has another opportunity here. Warriors 1 for 2 on the power play so far today. 50% clip. Warroad has it in the near corner. French will try one. Stopped by Murray and covered up. Deflected by Murray. Caught. Covered up. 3:18 on the clock. 1:44 on the power play for the Warriors. Anthony out there with Kalbrenner and French on defense. Marcoka. Taylor Reese as well. Shot by French into the far wall. Kalbrenner to Reese. Reese behind the net. Centers one and cleared away by Austinson. And Austinson got it back and clearing all the way down to Peyton Rowley. Rowley clears. 5-2 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard here. Under 3 minutes to go in the third period. Olivia Anthony out toward the near side. He skates into the zone. A pass is fired. A rebound. Reese was there, and she couldn't get a stick on it. Had an opportunity. 1 minute remaining here on this power play for Warroad. In the box over there for Albert Lee is Kira Erickson after the call on the minor penalty. Anthony The ball, Kalbrenner, out to Marcoka, back to Kalbrenner. On the near side here, they work it. Anthony behind the net now to the far side. Anthony over to French. French carrying the puck right now. Back out toward the line. Now dumps one down. Back to French. Off the pass by Reese. And it was stopped nicely there by Goskeson. Loose puck, Anthony picks it up. In the Tiger zone still, and now cleared away by Goskeson. So Morgan Goskeson doing everything herself right now here in the period. And also there to help was Callie Noble. Warroad just playing keep away with 20 seconds on this power play here. Tripping and falling down was Lindsay Lawrenson. No call. Tripped up by Hannah Austinson. Haley Austinson to her right. Both Austinson sisters out on offense and stopped by the Warriors. Lydia Filling got out there and stopped it there on the advantage for Albert Lee. Penalty killed for the Tigers, who are back at full strength at the end of the power play here. So Warroad now 1 for 3 on the power play. Albert Lee with their 35th penalty kill of the year. Just a minute 19 remaining in the game. Shot by Lawrenson is caught by Murray, stopping the clock. 1 minute 17 seconds remain. And the Tigers, you got to think if you're Mike Carlson, you can't really take Murray out of the net. Warroad has been too aggressive and just keeping the pressure on Murray in net today throughout the entire game. So just there's 77 seconds remaining in this one. Warroad has it still. Marcoka, shot caught by Murray. 5 seconds tick off. 48 shots on goal now for the Warroad Warriors. Warriors up above 600 shots on goal on the season. They're pushing 630 shots on goal now for the year. We'll see if they get there by the end of the game today. They'll certainly be there by tomorrow. Again, Warroad has the North Shore Storm coming up tomorrow afternoon here. And that'll be about a 1:15 or so start time here from the Gardens Arena. I'll be on the call for that one here tomorrow afternoon, pardon me. Final game of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic for the Warriors. We're going to move to 2-0 on this one. 45 seconds remaining. Shot is just high there by Hannah Austinson. Still loose in the Warriors zone. Now back out, and Ava Corrington will clear this one forward across the center. 30 seconds remaining. Ellie Hardwick out on offense. Hardwick slaps one back and covered by Murray. Hardwick had a great look at it there, and the backhand there is just covered up by Santa Murray, who has her 48th save of the day here today. 5 goals for Warroad, 2 for Albert Lee. Here on your Security State Bank scoreboard, a 3-point lead with just 28 seconds remaining. Face off here in the Tiger zone. Albert Lee going to fall to 7-5 on the year. Anthony tries one, deflected by Goskeson over on that far side. Now under 20 seconds to go. Goskeson falls down on that far side with Jaylee French. 10 seconds left. Warroad going to win their 10th straight and get to 13-2. Shot from way wide, nearly from the Warriors zone. It looked like Jaylee French put that one and just a couple feet wide of the net down there with 0.7 remaining. And all we need is a puck drop to finish this one off. And on your Security State Bank scoreboard, 5-2. Warroad wins this one by a 3-goal margin here from the Gardens Arena. Warroad improves to 13-2. They win their 10th straight. Albert Lee drops to 7-5 with the loss today. And thanks to 2 goals by Morgan Goskeson, the junior, Albert Lee was able to get this one to a 3-goal deficit there with 2 goals in the game, and 17-5 to 2 final score. 17 shots on goal for the Tigers in the game. So Albert Lee with 12 through 2 periods, 5 there in the third, and Albert Lee able to put one of those in the net there by Morgan Goskeson. Warroad with 34 shots on goal there through 2 periods, 15 of them there in that third period, which winds up being their lowest period shots on goal wise there for the game. 16 in the first, 18 in the second, 15 for Warroad in the third. That's going to take us to our final score. We'll go ahead and step aside. Again, 5-2 final score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. We'll have interviews. Don't go anywhere. We'll have interviews coming up with a couple of Warrior girls, and those will be happening here. Coming up next, well, we'll leave it here for just a moment and get the player of the game. Sienna Murray, player of the game for Albert Lee, as they award these after each and every game. So Sienna Murray winning for Albert Lee. For Warroad, Taylor Reese wins it for Warroad today. It was Vivian Marcoca winning yesterday for Warroad with the player of the game for the Warriors here in the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Today is Taylor Reese. Reese up above 100 career points, 2 on the day with a goal in the second period, an assist on the game as well. And Taylor Reese up to 101 now career points on the season, or on the year of her career for Taylor Reese and the Warriors. Final score 5-2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. We'll be back to recap it all, and we're going to have a couple of post-game interviews coming up as well. Don't go anywhere. We're on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch.
And we're back here at the Gardens Arena. We have Emmy Hardwick here with us, and she is your Woods Goods World Threads star of the game. Emmy, thanks for taking some time to talk with us today. And you had a goal there in that first period and really just got the scoring started there. Take me through what the game plan was today coming in against a good Tigers team, but really just you guys controlled throughout.
They're a ranked Class A team. These are big games for us come playoffs and come the state and stuff. So we really wanted to get some goals, and we haven't been scoring very much. I think we could have had quite a few more today, but I think we played well overall.
Yeah, and Emmy, after an assist yesterday, how did it feel to just get a puck in the back of the net there today?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My scoring's been really on and off, so it felt nice to have a nice goal and get the team going.
Yep, and Emmy Hardwick, again, your Woods Goods World Threads star of the game today. How do you guys keep this going now up to a win streak of 10, up to double digits, so your longest of the year? And tomorrow with a good North Shore Storm team, it's going to be a tough opponent tomorrow and a tough contest. How do you guys come out with a win and take the championship at the tournament?
I didn't even know that was our win streak. We really just take it one game at a time. We come in ready. We don't take any opponents lightly, and I think we treat every opponent like it's the state championship. So.
Emmy Hardwick, your Woods Goods World Threads star of the game. Emmy, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
And now we're going to talk with Carly Kalbrenner, your Enbridge Energy player of the game. And welcome to the post-game show, Carly. Thanks for taking some time to talk with us. Carly is your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Carly, take me through that game there. I know Albert Lee comes in. They were an excellent team, a ranked team, and the Tigers are a very hard-fought team. A hard-fought win for you guys today as well. Just take me through what your kind of mindset was going into today.
Yeah, I thought they played really well. I think we had a little bit of a shutdown there in the second, but we were able to pick it back up. I thought we had a lot of good opportunities, but they had a really good goalie. We just needed to capitalize more.
Yeah. 2 goals on the tournament so far. 1 yesterday against Crookston. Now 1 today against Albert Lee, and you're up to 10 goals on the season. Tell me how did it feel to get the goal in yesterday, and now today just averaging 1 goal in the tournament so far?
Yeah, yesterday it was really nice. I had a pretty good shot there, and the goalie still played really well. We had a lot of shots on her. But that one was really nice. But the goal today was all Jaylee's work. We were on a 2-on-1, and she just dangled around the goalie. She faked me out and the goalie, and luckily I was there to tap it in.
Yeah, Jaylee had a couple of great moves, especially a shot from your own zone all the way down. I mean, she was looking great today. Yes. So, Carly Kalbrenner, your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Carly, how do you guys tomorrow with the North Shore Storm? How do you guys keep it going and try and get your 3rd straight win of the tournament here and maybe your 11th straight on the season?
Yeah, I've heard that they're obviously a great team. We haven't played them yet this year. I think we just really need to work on capitalizing our opportunities. I think we usually have a lot of shots. Our lines are clicking, but we don't finish as many goals as we should be. So I think we really need to focus on finishing the opportunities that we have and scoring some goals.
Absolutely. That's Carly Kalbrenner, your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Carly, if you and Emmy could just hang around for just a minute here. She's your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Take a quick break. Recap it all next on KQ92 and your live event.
From earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready?
Back here at Gardens Arena, and final score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Again, a 5-2 win for the Warriors here in the second game of their Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Warroad improves to 13-2 now with the win today over Albert Lee, and a win streak now of 10. You heard Emmy say, honestly, didn't know that it was the win streak was up that high, just taking every opponent the same way and taking everything one day, one game at a time. Tomorrow, if that is true, taking one game at a time, tomorrow the opponent is the North Shore Storm, and the Storm had an excellent year so far. They took down Albert Lee by a score of 4-1 yesterday, so giving up one fewer goal than Warroad. It was North Shore yesterday against the Tigers. Again, the final score there was 4-1, and North Shore beating Crookston in overtime earlier this afternoon by a score of 3-2. So North Shore is 2-0 in the tournament today, in this year here, yesterday and today. Warroad now 2-0 in the tournament. One has to give tomorrow, as Warroad will match up with the Storm coming up tomorrow afternoon. That's a 1:15 puck drop here from the Gardens Arena. A game happening before that will be Crookston and Albert Lee. So depending on the start and the finish time of that game, Warroad could start maybe a little bit sooner, maybe a hair later as well. Just to work with us there a bit on that. And again, it'll be Warroad, the Warriors, and the North Shore Storm coming up from the Gardens Arena tomorrow. Final day of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic coming up tomorrow here from the Gardens Arena. I'll be on the call for it. Again, 1:15 is the estimated puck drop here, the scheduled puck drop. You'll see the conclusion of the game prior. Warroad improves to 13-2 with the win. Albert Lee drops to 7-5 with the loss. Albert Lee will take on Crookston tomorrow morning, actually, an 11 a.m. start time here from the Gardens Arena. For Graham Shear and the Warroad Warriors here from the Gardens Arena, signing off and saying have a great rest of your day. Stick around for Warroad boys team. The Warroad boys hockey will be taking on Grand Forks Central coming up tonight. That's approximately a 7:30 p.m. start time here from the Gardens. That coming up at 7:30 on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
Thank you for listening to tonight's